New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy. Qantas 177 Super is 9 nautical miles northwest of Mangrove MT at 9,900 feet, requesting ILS approach runway 16 right at Sydney Kingsford. Qatari 1 Foxtrot X-ray, turn right heading 250, descend and maintain 4,000.
Turn right heading 060, descend and maintain 3,000.
Qantas 177 Super, expect vectors for the ILS approach. Roger, Qantas 177 Super. Qantas 177 Super, turn left heading 110, descend and maintain 5,000. Turn left heading 110, descend and maintain 5,000, Qantas 177 Super. Air Canada 33 Heavy, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. China Southern 921, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Air Canada 33 Heavy. Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. China Southern 921.
Air Canada 33 Heavy, contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7.
Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7. Air Canada 33 Heavy.
Velocity 933, turn right heading 290.
Turn right heading 290. Velocity 933.
New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy, do not exceed 200 knots.
Do not exceed 200 knots. New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy.
Sydney Director West, Speedbird 15 Alpha, with you at 3,900. Speedbird 15 Alpha, execute missed approach, turn left heading 350, climb and maintain 5,000. New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy, turn right heading 330, descend and maintain 3,000. Alpha 9 Charlie Mark is 2 nautical miles north of Warrnambool at 28,000 feet, requesting GPS approach any runway at Sydney Kingsford. Victor Tango Yankee Alpha Alpha, turn right heading 120, descend and maintain 3,000, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 left approach.
Turn right heading 120, descend and maintain 3,000, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 left, Victor Tango Yankee Alpha Alpha.
Speedbird 15 Alpha, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 16 left of Sydney Kingsford. China Southern 921, contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7. Velocity 933, turn right heading 330.
Turn right heading 330, velocity 933.
Speedbird 15 Alpha, emergency fuel, 27 minutes remaining.
Do not exceed 220 knots, velocity 933.
New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy, increase speed to 220 knots.
Increase speed to 220 knots, New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy.
Speedbird 15 Alpha, copy emergency fuel. Qatari 1 Foxtrot X-ray, turn right heading 320.
Turn right heading 320, Qatari 1 Foxtrot X-ray.
Victor Tango Yankee Alpha Alpha, turn right heading 200, descend and maintain 2,000, maintain 2,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 left approach. Speedbird 15 Alpha is 7 nautical miles southeast of Sydney Kingsford at 5,000 feet, requesting ILS approach runway. Qantas 177 Super, turn right heading 160. Roger, Alpha 9 Charlie Mark. Turn right heading 160, Qantas 177 Super. Roger, Speedbird 15 Alpha.
Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Victor Tango Yankee Alpha Alpha.
Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee, radar contact, say approach request.
Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee, requesting ILS approach runway 16 right at Sydney Kingsford.
Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee, continuous file, expect the ILS approach runway 16 left at Sydney Kingsford.
Roger, Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee.
Qatari 1 Foxtrot X-ray, turn right heading 100.
Turn right heading 100, Qatari 1 Foxtrot X-ray.
Alpha 9 Charlie Mike, turn left heading 150, descend and maintain 10,000. November 787 Foxtrot Hotel, turn right heading 300. Turn left heading 150, descend and maintain 10,000, Alpha 9 Charlie Mike. Turn right heading 300, November 787 Foxtrot Hotel. New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy, turn left heading 180, descend and maintain 3,000, maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 left approach. Velocity 933. Turn left heading 250.
Turn left heading 250. Velocity 933.
Qatari 1 Foxtrot X-ray. Turn right heading 120. Maintain 4000. Maintain 4000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 left approach.
Turn right heading 120. Maintain 4000. Maintain 4000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 left. Qatari 1 Foxtrot X-ray.
Victor Tango Yankee Alpha Alpha. Contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7. Sydney Director West. Qantas 128 Heavy, with you at 14,400.
Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7. Victor Tango Yankee Alpha Alpha. Turn left heading 180. Descend and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 left. New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy. Do not exceed 200 knots. Velocity 933.
Oslo 1 Alpha Delta. Expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 16 left at Sydney Kingsford.
Turn left heading 120. Descend and maintain 2000. Maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 left. New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy.
Velocity 933. Turn right heading 290.
Speedbird 55 is 14 nautical miles west of Katoomba Airfield at 16,000 feet. Requesting ILS approach any runway at Sydney Kingsford.
New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy. Do not exceed 200 knots. Velocity 933. Do not exceed 180 knots.
Do not exceed 200 knots. New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy.
Velocity 933. Turn left heading 240.
Turn left heading 240. Velocity 933.
Velocity 933. Turn left heading 180. Maintain 4000. Maintain 4000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 left approach. Turn right heading 330. Descend and maintain 4000. November 787 Foxtrot Hotel. Sydney Director West. Jetstar 989. With you at 21,800. Qatari 1 Foxtrot X-ray. Turn right heading 180. Descend and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 left approach. Qatari 1 Foxtrot X-ray. Maintain 200 knots or greater. November 787 Foxtrot Hotel. Turn left heading 240.
Maintain 200 knots or greater. Qatari 1 Foxtrot X-ray.
Turn left heading 240. November 787 Foxtrot Hotel. Velocity 933. Please check the user guide from the home screen for help using ADC instructions. Velocity 933. Maintain. Qantas 177 Super. Turn right heading 300. Descend and maintain 4000.
Alpha 6.
Turn right heading 300. Descend and maintain 4000. Qantas 177 Super.
Qantas 11 Super is 3 nautical miles south of Sydney Kingsford at 1,500 feet. Requesting radar vectors to Los Angeles.
Alpha 6 Victor Tango Alpha. Proceed on course to Dubai International. Turn right heading 300. Alpha 9 Charlie Mike Mike. Alpha 6 Victor Tango Alpha. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Sydney Director West. Velocity 962 Heavy. With you at 14,700.
United 222 Heavy. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved Alpha 6 Victor Tango Alpha. Good day.
Qantas 11 Super. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved Qantas 11 Super. Good day.
November 787 Foxtrot Hotel. Turn left heading 180. Maintain 4000. Maintain 4000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 left approach. Qantas 128 Heavy. Say approach request at destination. Alpha 9 Charlie Mike Mike. Descend and maintain 5000. Qantas 128 Heavy is 9 nautical miles northwest of Mangrove MT at 9,700 feet. Requesting ILS approach runway 16 right at Sydney Kingsford. Speedbird 55. Turn left heading 060. Descend and maintain 10,000. Jetstar 989 is 13 nautical miles northwest of Mittagong at 80,300 feet. Requesting ILS approach runway 16 left at Sydney Kingsford. Qantas 177 Super. Turn right heading 330. Speedbird 15 Alpha. Turn right heading 330. Qantas 177 Super. Turn left heading 180. Maintain 4000. Maintain 4000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 16 left. Speedbird 15 Alpha. Velocity 933. Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final.
Sydney Director West. Velocity 1549 Super, review at 14,500.
November 787 Foxtrot Hotel, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. November 787 Foxtrot Hotel.
Maintain 180 knots until 6.
Qantas 177 Super, turn left heading 220. Velocity 933, contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124 point, turn left heading 220, Qantas 177 Super. Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7, November 787 Foxtrot Hotel. Speedbird 15 Alpha, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Speedbird 15 Alpha.
Roger, velocity 962 heavy. Qantas 585 Super is 6 nautical miles southwest of Cessnock at 15,000 feet, requesting Earls approach runway 16 right at Sydney Kingsford.
Alpha 9 Charlie Mike Mike, descend and maintain 4,000.
Velocity 28 Mike Juliet is 5 nautical miles south of Camden Aerodrome at 13,200 feet, requesting radar vectors to Sydney Kingsford.
Descend and maintain 4,000, Alpha 9 Charlie Mike Mike. Velocity 1549 Super, radar contact, say approach request. Qantas 585 Super, accept vectors. Qantas 177 Super, turn left heading 180, maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 left approach. Velocity 28 Mike Juliet, accept vectors for runway 16 left at Sydney Kingsford. Turn left heading 180, maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 16 left, Qantas 177 Super.
Descend and maintain 5,000, Speedbird 55.
Velocity 9529, accept vectors for the ILS approach runway 16 left at Sydney Kingsford. Speedbird 15 Alpha, contact Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7.
Roger, velocity 9529.
Contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7, Speedbird 15 Alpha. Oslo 1 Alpha Delta, turn right heading 320, descend and maintain 4,000. Velocity 1549 Super, accept vectors for the ILS approach runway 16 left at Sydney Kingsford. Turn right heading 320, descend and maintain 4,000, Oslo 1 Alpha Delta.
Roger, velocity 1549 Super.
Oslo 1 Alpha. Qantas 177 Super, maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final. Turn right heading 330, Alpha 9 Charlie Mark Mile. Do maintain 180 knots until 6 mile final, Qantas 177 Super. Alpha 9 Charlie Mike Mike, turn left heading 240, descend and maintain 3,000. Turn left Qantas 177 Super, contacting Sydney Kingsford Tower on 124.7, Qantas 177 Super.
Speedbird 15 Alpha, wind 16. Qantas 177 Super, wind 160 at 14, number 3, runway 16 left, cleared to land.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 16 left, Qantas 177 Super.
Q-Link 19 Mike Yankee, line up and wait runway 25. Oscar Delta Mike Echo Alpha, line up and wait runway 16 right.
Line up and wait runway 25, Q-Link 19 Mike Yankee.
Line up and wait runway 16 right, Oscar Delta Mike Echo Alpha. Velocity 933, when able turn right and contact ground, please expedite. Wilco, velocity 933. TAM 8073 heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved TAM 8073 heavy, good day.
Oscar Delta Mike Echo Alpha, wind 160 at 14, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
Sydney Kingsford Tower, Turkish 175, ready for departure in sequence at runway 16 right, departing straight out.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, Oscar Delta Mike Echo Alpha. Velocity 178 Echo Zulu Heavy, line up and wait runway 16 right. Turkish 175, your number 2 for departure.
Roger, Turkish 175. Speedbird 15 Alpha, emergency fuel, 57 minutes remaining.
Line up and wait runway 16 right, velocity 178 Echo Zulu Heavy. Speedbird 15 Alpha, maintain slowest practical speed.
Maintain slowest practical speed, Speedbird 15 Alpha.
Q-Link 19 Mike Yankee, wind 160 at 14, runway 25, cleared for takeoff. Speedbird 15 Alpha, go around, fly runway heading runway 16 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 25, Q-Link 19 Mike Yankee. Going around, fly runway heading runway 16 left, Speedbird 15 Alpha.
November 787 Foxtrot Hotel, when able turn right, contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, November 787 Foxtrot Hotel.
2500.
Velocity 178 Echo Zulu Heavy, wind 160 at 14, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, velocity 178 Echo Zulu Heavy. Speedbird 15 Alpha, contact Sydney Director West on 126.1. Q-Link 19 Mike Yankee, frequency change approved, good day.
Contacting Sydney Director West on 126.1, Speedbird 15 Alpha.
Turkish 175, line up and wait runway 16 right.
Line up and wait runway 16 right, Turkish 175. Sydney Kingsford Tower, Alpha 9 Charlie Mike is 6 nautical miles to the north at 2,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 16 left. Frequency change approved Q-Link 19 Mike Yankee, good day.
Alpha 9 Charlie Mike, wind 160 at 14, number 2, runway 16 left, cleared to land.
Sydney Kingsford Tower, Qantas 128 Heavy,
500.
inbound on the ILS runway 16 left with information X-ray.
400.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 16 left,
300.
Alpha 9 Charlie Mike.
Qantas 128 Heavy,
200.
wind 160 at 14, number 3, runway 16 left, cleared to land.
100.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 16 left, Qantas 128 Heavy.
40.
Qantas 128
30,
Heavy, maintain
20,
slowest practical
10.
speed. Velocity 178 Echo Zulu Heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
Maintain slowest practical speed, Qantas 128 Heavy.
Frequency check. Qantas 177 Super, when able turn right and contact ground. Please expedite, traffic on final. Turkish 175, wind 160 at 14, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, Turkish 175.
Sydney Kingsford Tower, Qantas 106.
Wilco, Qantas 177 Super.
Qantas 1116, line up and wait runway 16 right.
Line up and wait runway 16 right, Qantas 1116.
Qantas 106 India Golf Heavy, hold short of runway 16 right. Holding short runway 16 right, Qantas 106 India Golf Heavy. Qantas 128 Heavy, go around, fly runway heading runway 16 left.
Going around, fly runway heading runway 16 left, Qantas 128 Heavy.
Sydney Kingsford Tower, ABG 71, ready for departure in sequence at runway 16 right, departing north. Turkish 175, frequency change approved, good day. Qantas 1116, wind 160 at 13, runway 16 right, cleared for takeoff.
Frequency change approved.
ABG 71, line up and wait runway 16 right. Line up and wait runway 16 right, ABG 71.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 16 right, Qantas 1116. Sydney Kingsford ground, Delta 65, ready for pushback with information Yankee.
Velocity 933, cross runway 25. Crossing runway.
Sydney Kingsford ground, Qantas 177 Super, request taxi to Bay 10 at the international terminal.
Delta 65, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, Singapore 8547 Heavy. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Delta 65.
China Southern 921, request permission to cross runway 16 right. Air Canada 33 Heavy, cross runway 16 right. New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy, request permission to cross runway 25. Air Canada 33 Heavy, disregard last message. Air Canada 33 Heavy, hold short of runway 16 right. New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy, cross runway 25. Crossing runway 25, New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy. Air Canada 33 Heavy, cross runway 16 right. Air Canada 33 Heavy, I'm sorry. Thank you, Air Canada 33 Heavy. Air Canada 33 Heavy, hold position. Sydney Kingsford ground, Singapore 212, ready to taxi. Holding position, Air Canada 33 Heavy. China Southern 921, cross runway 16 right. Crossing runway 16 right, China Southern 921. New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy, continue taxi. Singapore 212, hold position. Continue taxi, New Zealand 77 Whiskey Heavy. Holding position.
Sydney Kingsford ground, Qantas 177 Super, request taxi to Bay 25 at the International Terminal.
Thank you, China Southern 921. Singapore 8547 Heavy, runway 16 right, taxi via Yankee, Hotel, Alpha, contact tower when ready. Sydney Kingsford ground, Netlink 434, ready to taxi with information X-ray.
Sydney Kingsford ground, Delta 65, ready to taxi with information Yankee.
Netlink 434, runway 16 right, taxi via Yankee, Hotel, Alpha, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 right via Yankee, Hotel, Alpha, Singapore 8547 Heavy.
Delta 65, runway 16 right, taxi via Foxtrot, Alpha, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 16 right via Foxtrot, Alpha, Delta 65.
Sydney Kingsford ground, Qantas 1070, ready for pushback with information Yankee.
Sydney Kingsford ground, Emirates 415 Echo Kilo Heavy, ready for pushback with information X-ray, requesting runway 16 right.
Sydney Kingsford ground, Air Canada 33 Heavy, request taxi to Bay 57 at the International Terminal. Emirates 415 Echo Kilo Heavy, please check the user guide from the home screen for help using ATC instructions. Air Canada 33 Heavy, continue taxi. Continue taxi, Air Canada 33 Heavy.
Sydney Kingsford ground, Qantas 177 Super, request taxi to Bay 25 at the International Terminal.
Singapore 212, runway 16 right, taxi via Golf, Alpha, contact tower when ready. Sydney Kingsford ground, Qantas 1070, ready for pushback with information Yankee. Taxiing to runway 16 right via Golf, Alpha, Singapore 212.
November 787 Foxtrot Hotel, request permission to cross runway 25.
Emirates 415 Echo Kilo Heavy, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, Emirates 415 Echo Kilo Heavy.
Qantas 1070, pushback approved, tail to the north, expect runway 25. Qantas 1070, avoid sending duplicate messages. November 787 Foxtrot Hotel, cross runway 25.
Crossing runway 25, November 787 Foxtrot Hotel.
Sydney Kingsford ground, Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee, request taxi to Bay 32 at the International Terminal.
Sydney Kingsford Ground, Qantas 177 Super, request taxi to Bay 25 at the International Terminal.
Thank you, good day, Air Canada 33 Heavy. Qantas 177 Super, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxi to parking, Qantas 177 Super.
Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee, taxi to International Terminal Bay 32. Taxi into International Terminal Bay 32, Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee. Sydney Kingsford Ground, Speedbird 55, request taxi to parking.
November 787 Foxtrot Hotel, request permission to cross runway 16 right. Qantas 177 Super, request permission to...
Qantas 177 Super, cross runway 25. Speedbird 55, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, Speedbird 55. Sydney Kingsford Ground, Speedbird 55, request taxi to Bay 37 at the International Terminal. November 787 Foxtrot Hotel, cross runway 16 right, please expedite.
Crossing runway 16 right, November 787 Foxtrot Hotel. Sydney Kingsford Ground, Sri Lankan 448, ready for pushback.
Qantas 177 Super, cross runway 16 right, please expedite.
Crossing runway 16 right, Qantas 177 Super.
Speedbird 55, taxi to International Terminal Bay 37. Taxi into International Terminal Bay 37, Speedbird 55. Thank you, good day, China Southern 921. Sydney Kingsford Ground, Delta 572 Victor Alpha, ready for pushback with information Yankee. Delta 572 Victor Alpha, pushback approved, tail to the north, expect runway 25. Pushback approved, tail to the north, runway 25, Delta 572 Victor Alpha. Speedbird 55, maintain safe distance with aircraft ahead please. Thank you, Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee.
Sydney Kingsford Ground, Qantas 19, ready for pushback with information Yankee.
Sydney Kingsford Ground, Qantas 1070, ready to taxi with information Yankee. Qantas 19, pushback approved, tail to the south. Qantas 1070, taxi to runway 25, contact tower when ready.
Pushback approved, tail to the south, Qantas 19.
Taxi into runway 25, Qantas 1070. Netlink 434, continue taxi. Emirates 415 Echo Kilo Heavy, please wait for clearance before taxiing. Sydney Kingsford Ground, Delta 572 Victor Alpha, ready to taxi with information Yankee.
Sydney Kingsford Ground, Emirates 415 Echo Kilo Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 16 right with information X-ray.
Emirates 415 Echo Kilo Heavy, runway 16 right, taxi via Golf, Alpha, contact tower when ready.
Sydney Kingsford Ground, Jetstar 989, request taxi to Bay 38 at the Terminal 2.
Delta 572 Victor Alpha, taxi to runway 25, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 25, Delta 572 Victor Alpha.
Taxiing to runway 16 right by Golf, Alpha, inwards 415 Echo Kilo Heavy.
Jetstar 989, taxi to Terminal 2 Bay 38.
Taxiing to Terminal 2 Bay 38, Jetstar 989. Sydney Kingsford Ground, Qantas 1990, ready for pushback with information Yankee, requesting runway 25. Sydney Kingsford Ground, Air Canada 34 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Yankee, requesting runway 16 right.
Netlink 434, request frequency change. Sri Lankan 448, pushback approved, tail to the north. Air Canada 34 Heavy, hold position.
Pushback approved, tail to the north. Sri Lankan 448. Holding position, Air Canada 34 Heavy.
Qantas 1990, pushback approved, tail to the east.
Pushback approved, tail to the east, Qantas 1990.
Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee, request permission to cross runway 25. Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee, cross runway 25. Crossing runway 25, Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee. Speedbird 55, request permission to cross runway 25. Speedbird 55, cross runway 25. Jetstar 989, cross runway 25. Crossing runway 25, Speedbird 55.
Crossing runway 25, Jetstar 989.
Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee, request permission to cross runway 16 right.
Sydney Kingsford Ground, Qantas 19, ready to taxi with information Yankee. Sydney Kingsford Ground, Air Canada 34 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Yankee.
Sydney Kingsford Ground, velocity 9529, request taxi to Bay 44A at the Terminal 2. Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee, hold short of runway 16 right. Sydney Kingsford Ground, Channux 27, ready for pushback with information Yankee.
Sydney Kingsford Ground, Speedbird 15 Alpha, request taxi to Bay 37 at the International Terminal.
Hold short of runway 16 right. Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee. Air Canada 34 Heavy, avoid sending duplicate messages. Qantas 19, runway 16 right, taxi via Alpha, contact tower when ready. Channux 27, pushback approved, tail to the north. Speedbird 55, request permission to cross runway 16 right. Pushback approved, tail to the north. Channux 27. Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee, cross runway 16 right, please expedite. Crossing runway 16 right, Foxtrot Alpha Hotel Golf Yankee. Speedbird 55, cross runway 16 right. Please expedite.
Taxiing to runway 16 right via Alpha, Qantas 19.
Velocity 9529, taxi to Terminal 2 Bay 44A. Speedbird 15 Alpha, taxi to International Terminal Bay 37. Taxiing to Terminal 2 Bay 44A, velocity